Okay, why did your tooth crack even though you had a root canal and a crown already placed on it to avoid cracking your tooth? That is a good question, because in my 25-year career, I keep seeing this over and over again. Here we are cutting your tooth down to prevent it from cracking, because we've been telling everybody that we need to crown your tooth that had a root canal to prevent cracks, right? And here it is, you're in the chair again because your tooth hurts and it's cracked vertically, right? This is all too common, and this is why. I will show you why. Okay, here's your tooth that had to get a root canal because it had a big cavity. Here's the root canal done. Okay, so the nerve was infected and we had to just kill the nerve and take it out. The cavity was here. So you're missing a cusp, and your dentist said you need a crown. So here we go, we're gonna crown it. So to crown it, we have to take all of this tooth structure away. You basically have a covering here. Okay, that's your crown. It's not the best, but there we go. And so this is all porcelain, right? The neck of the tooth gets the brunt of your chewing forces. When you chew, your tooth flexes, and the neck of your tooth carries a lot of the flexing and bending and all of the biomechanical properties of enamel and dentin. But when you put a porcelain crown down to the neck, now the forces changed. So you have a very rigid porcelain material there doesn't behave like enamel and dentin. So now when the forces are directed, more into the root. So a lot of times we see someone crack the root canal tooth right in the center, split, even with a crown on it. So how do we prevent that? Okay, so how do we prevent that? Same tooth, root canal. And there's the damaged cusp. Instead of the full crown that compromises the strength of the tooth, we can just prepare this part here and preserve a lot of the remaining tooth structure, including the neck of the tooth that gets a lot of the biomechanical properties will be preserved if we don't have to touch the neck of the tooth, and we'll keep it undisturbed. And we bond and create a bond between the material that has similar properties to your enamel and dentin and your enamel and dentin. So it's a chemical bond, and we preserve the neck of the tooth. Well, how does that affect the longevity? Well, it will behave under function much more similar to the original tooth than the behavior of the full crown on the tooth. and then no crack. No crack. We don't see this kind of restoration crack. And if we do, it's repairable and savable. Bonding to your tooth helps to restore more closely the biomechanics of your tooth.